Thanks. Mr. Sachs.
I gave you the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am not discussing the agency of the Syrian people. I'm discussing the opposite. Do not be naive. Do not think that 600,000 people died because of Assad and the protesters. This was a war. Wars are expensive. They require billions of dollars. They require armaments. And I'm not talking about a conspiracy theory. I'm talking about a conspiracy. And you should know. Everybody go look up Operation Timber Sycamore. Understand what happened in your region. And if you think that calling in the CIA is going to do the bidding of agency in this region, you are sadly mistaken. This region has been manipulated by Britain, France, and the United States for 100 years since the Versailles Treaty. It will not have safety or peace until the United States is out of this region through manipulation and war. You all say, well, it's Israel doing this. It's the same thing I'm talking about. It's the same reason for Operation Timber Sycamore. It's not an independent fact. It's the reason why this happened. I'm the last to denigrate agency. I'm telling you exactly the opposite. If you think your big friend, the United States, is going to do your bidding and help you get your way, empires divide to rule. They are not doing the bidding of Turkey or Syria or Lebanon or anybody else in this region. And if this is, yes, you want to balance Persia or Iran, you call in the United States to do that, and you think this is going to work out well? It's not going to work out well. This region has three major powers: the Arab world, the Turkish world, and the Persian world. It's been more than 1,000 years this way. I said to Iranian diplomats that Iran has been 5,000 years. I was corrected, 7,000 years. It's a long story. You don't need the United States to pull the chestnuts out of the fire. And don't believe that this happened because of agency of the Syrian people. I'm sorry, I'm not denigrating the Syrian people, just the opposite. I know what happened. I know what my country does. I suspect most of you do too. And it should not be ignored, because the wars are going to continue until we have real agency, not pseudo-agency. And by the way, there is no international community. We're trying to make one, but it doesn't exist right now. That's the tragedy in this world. There is no community. There are interests. There are militaries. There are regime change operations. This is not community. We need real community. And by the way, I give every day my volunteer time to the UN for 25 years because I believe in it. It's my life commitment. So I believe in community. I also happen to know that the United States blocked the agreement in 2012. I'm sorry, I won't elaborate. But the United States blocked it, and I know it.
Well, I know it too, Joe.
I know,
Okay.
but I know it from Kofi, sorry.
Perfect.
I too.
Carl.
Yeah, maybe just to bring back to the people who certainly has agency and is suffering. I think there is a general sense now out there that everything is getting worse and there's nothing that can be done. And I think my main point here today is that that might be true in many contexts, but in Syria that's not true. In Syria, there is now an opportunity to make a difference, and we know how that difference can be made. And what we suggest is to, while there needs to be efforts in parallel, really start with alleviating the suffering of the Syrian people. It can be done in concrete ways. There is surplus grain in Ukraine that can next week be shipped to Turkey to be milled and brought to bakeries, to have them start within the next couple of weeks to put bread and fresh bread into millions of Syrian hands. And so, you know, there are concrete things that can be done tomorrow, and frankly, the cost of that is minimal if you compare to the broader scheme of things here. So that's our appeal, really, to invest in the Syrian people, to do it now and to do it concretely.
Thank you very much, Carl. And let me just make my final comment on this, if you allow me. Humiliation is one of the most serious factors when humiliation affects nations with depth of civilization. I think China is a great example of that. Japan as well was a great example of that. This region has gone through a century of humiliation that has never been seen before within the configurations of a civilization that one day thought of itself to be one of the most important civilizations. Since Versailles, since the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, the vacuum created in this region led to dictatorship, led to international interference in our land, to fragmentation, to artificial boundaries and borders, to artificial ideologies that were never brought up from within the soil of this earth. What we have been through in 100 years is horrendous. And if we are going to move forward, yes, I agree that we need to own our own destiny. But before that, we need to detoxify our brains as well from being only just followers of the Western powers in particular and the international powers and seeking solution in Washington or in London or in Paris or wherever it is. So yes, I think this region has resilience and this region has civilizational depth. And this region will regain eventually its destiny. And I think what we are seeing in the next few years and decades is a new generation of people who are aware at least of what has happened to them, to their fathers, to their grandfathers, and I don't think they will accept to continue living under this kind of humiliation. So Syria will be stabilized by the people of Syria. Definitely they are very creative. This is a country where all civilizations in this part of the world has met. This is a country that was manufactured by the most important ideologies, religions, thoughts, and the trends of history. So it is going to own its destiny, and the whole region is going to do the same as well. And when that happens, a new order is going to be created.
Bravo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.